Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Praveen Kumar Bomseti. Today we'll see one of the Snowflake procedure real-time use case. Okay, assume like I'm having one S3 bucket. Now what happened every day? I'll get 100 files in this S3 bucket. Now these files I need to load into RAS schema. Okay. Now what's requirement is that what before loading these files, before loading these files into RAS schema tables, first I should truncate all these tables and I need to load. Okay, so truncation of tables. So this is a full load. Full load is nothing but what first we should truncate the tables and load the files. Okay, so truncate and load. Okay. Now by my requirement that what instead of doing manually, like suppose like in the RAS schema there are 100 tables are there, it is not possible to truncate all the tables manually. Instead of this, what we are trying to write a procedure to truncate all these tables in the particular RAS schema. One more time. My requirement is that what instead of doing manual like truncate table 2 like this, instead of doing what happened, I should write a procedure such a way that okay, so in the whatever the tables are in the RAS schema, I need to truncate. Okay, truncate. So this is my procedure requirement. Okay. So see, I want to truncate all the tables in the RAS schema. So before loading these files, okay, this is my requirement. Okay. If you want to understand the requirement, you should have better understand the following concepts like database creation, schema creation, execute immediate, procedure. What is procedure? How to write a procedure? How to call a procedure? These all things. Information schema like metadata information of database objects, looping, and cursor concept. Okay, see. So if you understand this concept, like if you have some idea like how to create database, schema, what is execute immediate, how to write a procedure, okay, how to call a procedure, information schema, what is information schema, when you'll go for loops, when you'll go further. So this requirements will be clear. Okay, so go back here, like okay, now a little bit understanding. Okay, so database, this is creation of database. Praveen DevDB, development database, development schema, and table should be created. Okay, see. Okay, so database name, schema name, and table has been created. Okay, now see this Snowflake procedure syntax. Okay, so these are the basics. Okay, so create or replace procedure, procedure name. I'm putting like hello proc, so return string, language SQL. Okay, so I'm using SQL scripting. Okay, as you know, for this use case, I'm trying to write with SQL. This is nothing but SQL scripting as dollar begin. So these things. Okay, so like this. Okay. So create or replace procedure, procedure name. So we are trying to return string. So this is the string. So we are trying, when you execute this procedure, we'll get the output. This is string. That's why I return string. So this language we are entering SQL or a JavaScript or anything. Okay, now as one, it's a SQL scripting. So as dollar starting and ending. So begin and we should write the code, our logic here. Okay, so this is a SQL language. So we should, okay, so this is the return string. This is string we are writing. Okay. So this is syntax. Same thing. Now we're trying to call in the procedure. Okay. Call procedure, procedure name. So procedure name. So call procedure name. We'll get output like, okay. So one important question is that how can I call a procedure? By saying call procedure name, we can, if you have parameters, we can able to see. The same thing, go for executing. Okay. See, we'll see like cursor and loop example. Okay. So this is a one-time execution only can able to go for. So starting and ending. So declare, begin, end. Okay, so this is a declaration section, execution section like this. Okay, so this is one time purpose only. If we want, we can able to go for execute starting, declare, begin, end. Now what happened is one of the variables, local variables I'm trying to create. So I'm trying to click here, see what happened. I'll try to explain. Okay. Now by this, now what we're trying now? So we're trying to select 10 values from the in and all 20. So now what happened in this cursor will having 10 and 20 values. Okay. Next step is that what? Open cursor. So for loop cursor. So this syntax open cursor name for REC like this. Okay. Now close the cursor. Okay. First step is that what? Okay. Declaration of the cursor. Open the cursor. Okay. So declaration of the cursor. So in this cursor, what we are having? So 10, 20 is there. Next step is that open the cursor. Next step is that for looping. Okay, so because we're having two records, we should go for looping concept is for loop for RAC in cursor like this. Okay, the same thing, close the cursor. Now, what's the requirement is that what? Okay, I want to add 10 and 20. So total value is 0. So 0 plus RAC dot val. So can I get second time? It will loop 10 plus 20. It will be 30. Okay, got the point. One more time. Okay, see now what we'll try to explain one more time. Okay, now we need to see the cursor and loop example. Okay, so execute immediate. So dollar. Okay, declare, begin, yeah. Okay, so this is a declaration section. So this is the execution section. Now what happened? Okay, now I'm trying to declare one local variable. Okay, so cursor cursor name for, okay, so now what you're declaring the cursor, select 10 val from dual. So union all, select 20 from dual. Okay. Now in this cursor, it will take 10 and 20 values. Okay. Now what happened? Now my requirement is that what I want to do 10 plus 20. Okay. So for this purpose, what? Okay. So first is declaration of the cursor. Open the cursor. Next one is the for loop. Why you're going for loop is nothing but what? Because so in this cursor we're having two records. Okay. More than one, we should go for looping cursor. Looping cursor will go for loop cursor for REC in cursor. So this is the syntax for okay in Snowflake. So declaring the cursor, open the cursor, fetching the values and close the cursor. Now what's the requirement is that what, okay, I want to do 10 plus 20. So 10 plus 20. Okay. So next return the value. Okay. So out will be 30. Okay. So now by using this cursor, what? By using this example, what we are understand cursor concept, declaring the cursor, open the cursor, looping the cursor, closing the cursor, and this thing is clear. Okay. So this is, okay, if you understand this cursor concept, okay, now we log into Snowsite application and we'll do our processor. Okay, we need to write one processor. Okay, so okay, now we have logged in Snowsite application. Now what happened? I am in other DB. I want to get task schema. Okay, so click on this thing. So set worksheet context. Okay, see now we see select current database. Okay, these are the basic sheet understand database. Okay, we are in which database? We are in others DB and I want to see the schema. Selecting current schema. Okay, these are the basics you should aware. Okay, so we are in what? Okay, others DB and a RAS schema. Okay, now so requirement is that what? Understand requirement is that what? Okay, I want in this RAS schema. Okay, assume like there's 40 tables are there. Okay, so we'll see like before that I'll send list of tables. Show tables. Okay, see the same thing. Now, how many tables are there we're having? Almost 43 tables are there. Okay, now these 43 tables, okay, these are having records. Okay, see. Okay, rows, some having rows. Okay, see. Some are having rows. Okay, now requirements that what? Okay, I want to truncate all the 43 tables. Okay, before loading the data from S3 location. One more time. So see my requirement set what these 43 tables. Okay, so before loading, I want to truncate all these tables. Okay, now it is not possible to truncate each and every table daily. Okay, truncate table. So table, it's not possible to do manually. Okay, because okay, we don't do listing. Okay, that's why what? So we should automate or we should okay, we should create a procedure. Okay, so understand requirement set I want truncate all this. Okay, so go back here now. First, we should write the procedure. Okay, so syntax is that what create or replace procedure name. Suppose I'm putting like truncate tables. Okay, from scheme something. Okay, so this is my procedure name. Okay, so truncate tables like create or replace procedure name. Truncate tables from scheme. Okay, bracket open, bracket close. Okay, so these are things. Now go back here now. So this is what we should return. One data type returns or it returns string or anything. Okay, one data we should return, and I'm using language of SQL languages SQL. Okay. The same thing. Now this is a syntax as okay, then $. Okay, starting and ending. Okay, so this is create or replace procedure name, return string, language. So you can write SQL or JavaScript, anything. For our case, I'm writing SQL language. Okay. Now go back here. Now see what we need. Truncate table. So table. Simple table I try to create. Okay, so create table test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ID number. Now insert some data. Insert into test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 values 1, 2. Suppose like some sample data I'm trying to get. Select star from test. Copy the same thing and see here. Now how many records are there here? 2 records are there. Okay, so 2 records. Now by using procedure, I'm trying to truncate this step. Instead of going for like this, I'm trying to going for procedure. Okay, so same thing we can able it. So create or replace procedure. Okay, so procedure. Okay, so create a replace procedure name, return string, language SQL. So this is as and begin. Okay, language. Now we need to write. Okay, so declare. So declare begin and end. One more time. So declare begin and this syntax. Okay, so this is syntax for SQL. So declare begin and end. So now what happened? Okay, see what's the step? Okay, so truncate table. This is my table. Copy the same thing. So instead of doing manual, this I'm trying to go for procedure. Okay, go back here. Okay, no. So this same. Okay, now see the same thing. Now what happened? Now we should not do like this. Okay, we should assign into some variable. Okay, I'm putting something like SQL statement RND. Okay, by using assignment object. Okay, so see the same thing. Now this entire string we are trying to put in the SQL statement. Okay, put in single quote. Okay, see, like single quote. Now what happened? Okay, see, now when try to execute, now what happened? Okay, it is saying some error because now what happened? Okay, this SQL statement compulsory we should declare. Okay, where you should declare in the declaration section. Okay, so for the SQL statement, it's a varchar. Step by step. Okay, see, now SQL statement is there. Now this thing. Now what happened? Next step is that what we want to execute. How can execute this statement? We'll go for execute immediate. Take the same thing. Now what is the thing? Now we should execute this SQL statement. Okay, now what happened? Okay, see. Now see, now this function compulsory should return a value. Okay, this process needs to return. Okay, so we are trying to return. So this is we're expecting string. Okay, we can say like table successfully truncated. Okay, so it's the same. Now try to create this procedure. Okay, so okay, so what happened? Okay, semicolon should be there. Okay. Success. Okay, successfully created. Now how to call the procedure? Go back before that confirmation. See, there are two records are there. Okay, now call this procedure. How can I call the procedure? Important one. Call procedure name. Okay, like this we can. Okay, so what the procedure name? So procedure name is take the same thing. So brackets are important. Okay, suppose if I put okay, so compulsory bracket open, bracket close. So what's saying, see, something like SQL statement, something. See. Yes. Okay, we should not do single quote. That's what. Okay. Now try to execute the same thing. Okay. Now see, table successful cross verification. Now how many records are there here? Two records are there. Now see, there are zero records are there. Okay, see what I'm trying to convey is that what instead of doing manually, what now we are trying to create or replace procedure name. So return string. So why are expecting return? See, so we're asking table success. It says string compulsory to that's why we would put data type as string. Okay, if it is number, we should put as number. Okay. So I'm writing this as an SQL language. Okay, so you can write it in JavaScript also. JavaScript. Okay, next one this what okay it's SQL. That's why declaration section begin. So this is an execution section. We can write the exception section also. Okay, so declare beginning. Okay, now so truncate table. So this is our value truncate table name. So this what happened instead of executing directly. I'm putting in SQL statement. This is the assignment of okay. This entire string we are putting into this SQL statement. Okay, this SQL statement. This is nothing but we should declare. Okay, so declaring the variable. Okay, next one is that what? So this is nothing but assigning the value. Okay, so first we are trying to declare the variable and we are assigning this value. Next step is the executing. By using execute immediate, we can able to execute this truncate table name. Okay, so after executing what happened, we should return the same thing. Okay, so this is for one step. Okay, now tell me it's not possible to do all the things like okay, instead of doing like manually like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, instead of them, you'll go for okay, like it's not possible to do like test 1, 2, 3, 4, test 1, 3, 5. Instead of this, what happen? We need to automate. Okay, instead of this now, we need to truncate entire schemas. Okay, how can you find if you see show tables? It will give list of tables. Instead of this one, what happened? We're having the information like select. So select star from information schema dot what tables. Okay, so there will get list of tables. Now what happened? We should give our database name. Okay, see where table catalog. So see table catalog, so it's a database. Table catalog is nothing but so it's Adarsh DB. Copy the same thing. Step by step we should follow. Okay, should not be in hurry to learn it. Okay, so next we should go for our schema. What's our schema? And database and schema name. Okay, so schema, table schema equals to follow the coding standards. Okay, so what is schema? Other stuff. There's so many schemas we should go for. So RAS schema. Okay, RAS schema. So see how many records are there. Okay, so there are 42 records are there. 42 records are there. Now we should see. Okay, we'll check the names. So table name, comma, row count. Okay, so these are records. Okay, totally 40. Okay, some records are there, some have 0 records. Okay, now ultimately now I want to make all this one to 0. Okay, I want to truncate. Okay, instead of doing I want to go for same. Okay, so go back here. Okay, now copy the same thing. Okay, instead of going for one thing, we'll go for by cursor. Okay, now take the same thing. Now what's the requirement? Okay, let's take this SQL statement. So go back here. Now next step is that what we should take the instead of going for on one table, I want to take entire result set. Okay, how can take the entire result set? We should go for what concept? We should go for cursor concept. Okay. Okay, so cursor where we need to define. So we should define in the this thing. Okay. So go back here. Now put the same cursor I'm trying to put. Okay. So cursor. So this one not we need to put in cursor. Okay. So follow coding standards. So syntax for cursor is that what? Okay. Something like emp or we should go for table cursor. Okay, so this is the cursor. We should mention cursor. I'll try to explain cursor for. Okay, so this entire result set we are trying to put in this cursor. Okay, so this is the cursor name. So cursor, this is syntax. So just now before now we see the same thing. Okay, so this is the table cursor for this. Clear so far? Next step is that what? Okay, so this is the cursor declaration. Okay, so this is a I'll write the comment. It's a declaration of cursor. Okay, next step is that what we should open the cursor. Okay, so declaration, open, fetch. Okay, these are the things we should follow. Okay, so remove all these things. Okay, so no. Okay, so this is first step is declaration. Next step is that what we should open the cursor. Okay, so open. So what the cursor name? Okay, this is my cursor. Okay, open cursor. Next step is that what we are using. So since it's a multiple records, we'll go for what? We'll go for which console? We'll go for loop console. Okay, for something like so table rec something table record we want to get table. So this is syntax. In we should take the cursor name. So this is syntax. Okay, so for okay, I'll put in uppercase so that you get for do and okay. So same if you go if you're coming from PLSQL for okay for loop, so end loop same thing for do end for. Okay, this is syntax. Okay, so go back here. Now what's the requirement? We need to execute. Okay, so before that first we should take the table name. Okay, so table name. So table name we are getting from this thing. Okay, so this is coming from so this thing. Okay, so table record. So table record dot so table name. Okay, now what happened? So we are having so from when I exit this statement, what there are so many. If I exit this statement, what happened? There are so many table names there. Now what happened? I need to take each table name. Okay, instead of this, what happened? So I'm trying to go for cursor and loop concept. So this is the first step is the declaration of the cursor. So open the cursor. Now this entire result set we're putting in this record. So we're trying to access this table name. Okay. So table name equal to, so table record dot table name. Okay. So now what happened now? First take this, we need to declare this table name. Okay. So declaration of variable, let's say varchar. Okay, varchar. So now what happened? Next step is that what we should execute. Okay, see, go back here now, try to execute the statement. Okay, so SQL statement. So the statement, SQL statement, assignment operator, we are trying to assign. So what we are trying to assign, okay, so truncate table. So table name is coming from this thing. Okay, now go back here. So we should take the same thing. Okay, so same thing. So this is the string. So we need to take this value. Okay, every time we need to get this value. Okay, so truncate. So this end value first time, first record, second time, second table, third time, third table. Like this we will get. Okay. So same thing, we should go for execute immediate. Okay. So execute immediate. We should give the SQL statement. So clear so far. Okay, see what I'm trying now. So I'm taking the one cursor. Instead of going for single table, I'm taking entire this result set. So you're putting in one cursor, table cursor, second declaration of the cursor, open the cursor, fetch. Now this entire result set, why you're going for loop is nothing but what we're having multiple records. If you're single, no need to go for loop, but we are having multiple records. That's why we should do. That's why we should go for loops concept. Okay, so loop. Okay, for so this is one record anything. So say table cursor. So we're putting this variable. So we need to extract this table. Okay, this table name. So truncate table name. So every time this will be keep on looping. Okay, so first time table 1, second time table 2, like this. Okay, now we'll go for execute immediate to execute this statement. Okay, clear so far. Now try to execute. Try to create this thing. Okay, so it's got created. Okay, go back here. Now we need to call the processor. How can I call the processor? By using call processor. Okay. So bracket open, bracket close. Okay, and we should return. Okay, we did not return. Okay, so what we should return? Okay, we should return. Okay, of what we need after completion, we should return like okay, return. Okay, schema tables are truncated successful. Like proper message so that what will get confirmation. Okay, so whether it's done correctly or not. Go back here. Now try to call this processor. So there's so many cards. No, it's okay, see, so see we get successful message. Go back and see the confirmation. Okay, so go back and see that. So all should be 0. Okay, see row count is 0. Suppose if I don't know, suppose like we'll try to create one more table for understanding testing purpose, like unit testing. So create table something like okay emp 444 id number, insert into emp 44. This one will be used in real-time projects. Okay, see first record, second record, so third record. Okay, so same thing. Now try to, so 6, they are the same thing. Now go for okay, so I'll start the same thing. Okay, 2 records emp44. Now try to execute. So emp, now try to execute the same procedure one more time. So we need to get this. Okay, this record also should be 0. Okay. So go back and see the same thing. So it should be all should be 0. Okay, so go back here. So I'm doing the starting, no issues. Okay, cross verification. So emp44. Okay, so 0. Okay, so use got the pointer. Instead of doing manually what happened, we are trying to okay, so write one process. So based on the schema, it will truncate all the tables. Okay, use case is that what okay. So whenever we performing full load from any source, okay, we should truncate all the tables under load one more time. Okay, one more time. So this is the use case. Okay, so got the quantum. So every time instead of doing like this, we'll try to truncate all the tables and load one more time. Okay, so if you see this use case, So go back here. Okay, see water expectation that one more time. Okay, see the same thing. So instead of lowering, so from S3 or Azure anything, so we need to truncate and load the files from from using copy statement or Snowflake anything. So just before that, we need to truncate all the step. Okay, so hope this is clear. Okay, so this is one of the real-time use case we can see. Okay, so if you like the content, subscribe and share the channel. Thank you for watching.